about the
database.
and look, they show you even in the movie. And watch this dude right here. He's just sitting there chilling, acting like he's reading a book. But watch what happens when these two guys walk up to him. He's going to steal data from them.
That's what I wanted. This is my reality. Just watching this guy's channel, Gang Stalking Simulation. I remember seeing it like a year ago, and then I stopped watching it, and I just found a video the other day. And yeah, just going through some videos. Just interesting comments. It's interesting when people know about stuff. Hey, by the way, I wish someone would give me a shout out like this. It's crazy, man. It's like I'm so far ahead that you guys like can't comprehend what I'm saying. Like, for instance, DB here of this channel is talking about spirulina, and I talk about spirulina not as just purging the metals, but chlorella is better at purging the metals, and spirulina is the builder. You have strippers and builders in health. I've been running health consultations for 10 years now. Guarantee I've looked into health products more than all of you. And spirulina is the building. It's got more minerals and stuff. And chlorella is the stripper. So the chlorella is the one you would want to use to actually get the metals out of your body. The soft metals which make your mind go mad, which is, you know, why they put it in the teeth fillings. They don't have to put mercury in your fillings. There are other things you can do besides putting metal in your teeth. Anyway, and doesn't that put you on the frequency pain grid as well? And this person's comment, you better like enlarge your whole page. Targeted individuals CJBK says they're using an encrypted cloud on the internet to store the data, and the data is used to feed into an AI. No, incorrect. That is simulating a virtual reality over our physical reality. Your soul is the database. I talk about this in Organic Portal's Handbook. It's that we have our own spirit. Our own spirit. It's a frequency overlay. Right? It is not this video is going to be called Gang Stalking. Is way larger than most of you are comprehending. The scale of the conspiracy is beyond comprehension. That's why so many of you, you don't really take it full serious. You're like at 80%, you're at 50%, you're kind of like noticing it. You're like, oh, gang stalking, oh, it's nothing. Oh, it's just the devil. Oh, it's just secret societies. Oh, it's just an encrypted cloud on the internet used to feed an AI on the internet. No, it's way bigger than that. It's this whole realm. This entire realm has many universal studios. You're in Planet Snakeados studio. Planet Snakeados. And it's, the part he's right about is that it's simulating a virtual reality over our physical reality, but that physical reality is the virtual overlay. All the stuff you see on your third eye, all the visions, the non-physical stuff, not all of it, but you know what I mean, the non-physical higher realm visions, right? It's not crystallized, densified matter. That's what I'm talking about. Physical reality actually is part of the surface virus. It is where the cross current flows that is now blocking forward vertical spiritual conscious flow, or the Tao, some people might call it, if you know about Taoism. So I said here, no, it's larger, it's frequency based, so works through your brain even. And as I put here, the second comment, your soul is the database. And it's that we have our own spirit. That's why we're targeted. So I hope you guys are starting to see why you should be buying the Organic Portal's Handbook, because I talk about this in the Organic Portal's Handbook more than I can in a video. Why? Because in a video you say a sentence and it might not come out perfect, because indeed your own mind is gang stalking you, and it's not yours. Remember, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was to make you think he didn't exist. So some people think, you know, they have no ego, but then they're being ego. And it's because, you know, you think you are these 7 mental devils unless you really thoroughly inspect. And most people, even in the TI movement, are not thoroughly inspecting each and every thought. Everything you say, every sentence, every word. I have trouble as well. We all have trouble, because that's what I'm saying. The scale of the conspiracy is beyond your comprehension. At least your current comprehension. I'm not calling you all dumb. I'm saying it is this entire place you're in. As you guys know, like as this guy's channel's called, Gang Stalking Simulation. That's what you're in. In OP Matrix Guide, I'm going to talk about the Adjustment Bureau. Finally, I'm going to break all my stuff open. I didn't talk about it in OP Handbook because gang stalking is so huge that I have to basically make another book on it. OP Matrix Guide will be focused on that. OP Handbook, the Organic Portals Handbook, leads into it. However, it is already ahead of what everybody's saying. Don't believe me? Spend $50. What is that to you? Less than your weekly shopping bill. Spend $50, buy the Organic Portals Handbook, then you can tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, so I just want to say that, you know, it's way beyond this, that they're using an encryption cloud and it's internet based and AI. No, the AI is on the Ego Ethereum platform, what I keep saying. The 7 devils, they are AI constructs. So you know how it's said in the Bible, you know, this is a fallen matrix, basically. Nephilim, which are like reptilian gods, and we're not going to talk about that yet, but that basically are high dimensional reptilian spirits. And how they've come down, mated with man, and man's a slave species. All that's correct, but it's just difficult to configure how it is correct. Yes, the Earth has been completely mined, like that Lost History of Earth series talks about, with the giant trees that were cut down, just like in the Avatar movie. I tried to post it, not many of you understood it. This stuff is very difficult to put together. But anyway, the AI is, you know, it's coming through your own mind. It's just that our spirit, as a higher vibration essentially, or a higher thing, context, overrules it. In the OP, the NPCs, non-player characters, all these gang stalkers you have, that's why they flee when you put them on video. That's why they seem so unconscious about what they're doing. Not all of them. Some are very conscious of their role from secret societies and stuff, and you know, and you can see them. They're very focused in when they're gang stalking you. But these unfocused gang stalkers I'm talking about, their role in the Black Alliance is unconscious. They don't know what they're doing. They're NPCs of this matrix. They're not conscious like you and me. They're spiritless humans. They don't have their own higher light body, spirit, mental body. That's why their mental capacity is so, you know, retarded. And that's why they are easily taken over by, you know, the V2K, God helmet stuff, electromagnetic field manipulation, and the broadcast signals and the brainwashing of society and societal norms and so forth and so on, because they don't have their own mental spirit light body to make their own decision like we can. And that's why they form a botnet so easily. And the AI, you know, it comes through you just like it comes through them. It's just that we fight it. Don't you notice those thoughts? You've got to be kidding me. You must be one of them if you don't notice the thoughts. Now, the more like you invigorate your spirit, like you see DB here in this channel, Gang Stalking Simulation, he has a lot of energy. That's what I'm saying. The higher your energy output, the less you will notice the AI. But it is operating there in the background. And you know, what was it, the cerebrum or cerebellum runs at a medium rate of evolution, and this hindbrain reptilian complex, funnily enough it's called, planet Snakeados, universe, repti, organic portals, realm, this hind brain running at that medium rate of evolution is where the AI is able to program, but it is not able to program on your limbic brain. When you spin the pineal crystals and have a vision on your septum pellucidum, which is like a projector screen in your middle brain, which takes the, lack of better wording, frequencies from the higher realms and pass through your crystal vortex of the spinning pineal crystals. It projects like a projector onto a projection screen, and that's your third eye. It's not that the pineal, a gland, is your third eye. The energy coming through it, the stream of energy coming through it, not even just the chakra, the energy stream is the third eye. The Sushumna essentially is the third eye. And what's happening there is like a projector on a projector screen, and that's when you see those visions, right? That you get the visions. If you don't have visions, you're going to write stupid shit like this. You're going to keep things to this world, and you're not helping. You're going to write like, oh, they're using an encrypted cloud on the internet to store the data, and the data is used to feed into an AI, and that's creating a virtual reality over our physical reality. No way. No way is it that simple. That is a simp comment. Pardon me. I'm not trying to, be not your friend, because at least you're questioning. I can just see you're at the shallow end. I'm trying to help you, my brothers. Huh? Sorry if I get arrogant, but you should be pushing. Once you see anything like that, then what? Did you just go to work the next day? You know what I mean? So you're not pushing hard enough, and it pisses me off, that's all, sorry. Anyway, so, the AI is coming through your brain as well, and because they don't have the higher energy mental light body to push through Sushumna, right, through the chakras, right, then down into the glandular fake endocrine system, as Veil of Reality by Bernard Gunther, Organic Portals article, put it. Because they don't have that ability to push the higher energy down into the system, like that I've just aforementioned explained, to overrule the more corporeal hindbrain AI entrance, which, remember, medulla oblongata is called God's mouth at the back there of your neck, but it's not God, it's the AI of this system as God. And because they don't have that, when they have their neocortex at the front of your head, on your forehead, the neocortex, not the cortical folds, the grey matter, but the neocortex where self-identity is registered and you could say the ego sits. Because they don't have the limbic interaction or intervention, I might say, that's why they don't have the love, right? You guys realize that the limbic brain, the middle brain, there's the hindbrain, middle brain, and then the outer cortex. And then the neocortex is part of the outer cortex at the front of the brain. There's three different major parts of the brain, let alone brain hemispheres, and you don't want to be just in the left side of the brain. I'm never going to let that channel get over that, calling himself half side of the brain, because the magnetically suspended bridge between brain hemispheres to the higher realms of eternity is made via both hemispheres. That's why I'm never going to let up on left side of the brain, because he's part of the problem in some way. Sure, he shows some things, but it's very simple level. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So because they don't have the limbic intervention, I might call it, when there's no intervention for the corporeal programming, and so that's why they also have that lower love, right? You see, these people don't have that love because the limbic brain, the middle brain, is called the mammalian brain. It came about in physical evolution on this timeline as part of the mammals, which came after the reptiles, the giant reptile dinosaurs, yeah, which ate their young. Do you understand? They ate their young so that they would survive. I mean, how ego devil can you get? Do you see what I mean? And so mammals, the mammalian limbic brain developed under much more love circumstance where, they would give to their young. Now we can do a whole nother matrix discussion on energy stealing on that. Right, that's actually just a matrix evolution. You shouldn't be seeing that in only a positive light, because then a spirit can come into a body, a mammal body, and then give all of its energy to its offspring to maintain the matrix. You see, so it's a very negative part actually in disguise. The matrix leveled up and got more intelligent. However, back to what I was saying, there is that positive aspect of love if you don't want to see it as holding this matrix together, which I talk about in Organic Portal's Handbook. Back to what I was saying, not to confuse your landscape too much. They don't have the limbic intervention, and so their ego or neocortex is completely AI programmed. That's why they don't know what they're doing. There is no higher intervention which comes through the limbic intervention, the pineal visions, right? Through your light body, through your energy, through your spirit. They don't have that. That's why we call them spiritless humans. Anyway, I'm going to end it here before I get people confused.